Shalom, Kahalo Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahweh Shai Ba'Shem Kodash. Double honors to the elder apostles and elder bishops of GMS, including the elders that came before them that taught us this truth. Shalom and salutations to all the brothers that push the word in truth and in sincerity. The hopeful elect tabernacle of David. All right, so we're going to go into this fire business, okay, because there's fires everywhere now. They're pushing this whole global warming, and got to understand that there's a weather control, which is a weather modification, been going on for years, and you have to understand what this devil is up to. But on a higher level, the Most High is creating all of this. All right, so I saw this Pedro V video. I'm going to show it, but I'm going to filter it through the scriptures, which the job of the men of the Lord. So with that, I hope that this lesson is edifying. All right, we'll start right here. Sirach 39 and 28. There be spirits that are created for vengeance. Okay, here's the main word right here, spirits. All right, there be spirits that are created for vengeance, which in their fury lay on sore strokes. In the time of destruction, all right, there's a time for everything under the sun. In the time of destruction, they pour out their force and appease the wrath of him that made them, which is the Most High. All right, spirits, okay, created for vengeance. Who created? Who made them? Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahweh Shai. All right. In the time of their destruction, they pour out their force. Okay, so all these fires, right? And here on the West Coast, we deal with fires. Okay, fires are normal out here. Santa Ana, the Santa Ana winds, the brush fires, Yosemite, you name it. Okay, every year. All right, now let's read on from there. We'll read it again. There be spirits that are created for vengeance, which in their fury lay on sore strokes. In the time of their destruction, they pour out their force and appease the wrath of him that made them. 29. Fire. Stop. Fire is a spirit. There be spirits that are created for vengeance. Let's name some. Fire. Fire is a spirit. Hail, famine, and death. All these were created for vengeance. What are created for vengeance? There be spirits that are created for vengeance. All these, fire, all these were created for vengeance. All these what? All these spirits. There be spirits that are created for vengeance. All these what? Spirits. Fire being one of them spirits. That's all I wanted to get, so that we can get some understanding on what's going on. All right, now let's watch this. All right, this is yesterday, July 18th, Pedro V. The world is on fire. Warnings, wildfires, heat waves, and more. We talk about a heat wave. Hey, where I live, 116 is hot. Getting there. You got 115, 116 all week, that's hot. All right. So there's 110 ain't hot yet. Okay, you got to save. You got to save some worry, if you will, until it's up over 115. So anyway, let's watch this. Pedro V.
Hey guys, Pedro V here. Now in this video, I just want to talk about a few things regarding the heat, the wildfires, and things relating to that topic Since a few headlines popped up, I thought I would just highlight it in this video and talk about it. Now, everyone has their own perspective on what they believe is going on, but in their narrative, they are pushing climate change. They're pushing this Green New Deal, but I believe it is all done by design to geoengineering and so much more. Now, the first headline I want to mention is the wildfires in Portugal, Spain, and France, as Western Europe experiences a record-breaking heat wave. And because of this, thousands and thousands of people are forced to flee their homes. In southern France, more than 14,000 people were forced to flee. Meanwhile, more than 360 people in Spain have died from heat-related deaths between July 10th and the 17th. And
the spirits are pouring out their vengeance. Okay.
of course, it is being blamed on climate change. The UK government issued a national emergency and warned people not to leave their homes unless necessary.
Well, a red alert was just issued here in Britain. It is the first time in history that the UK has been under this kind of extreme heat warning. The Met Office, which is the National Weather Service here in Britain, it is warning that temperatures could hit record highs early next week, around 40 degrees or so. And climate experts are saying that climate change is making all of this worse, and that people here in the UK, they're not used to this kind of heat. Their bodies aren't acclimatized. The infrastructure is not in place. A lot of these buildings you see around me, they don't have air conditioning. And here in the UK, the public is being warned that it's not just potentially heat they're going to have to deal with in terms of dealing with these hot temperatures, but also there could be travel delays, road closures, and also trains could be slowed down because the track could be warped because of that extreme heat that's coming.
So,
or even the airport runway. You know, the tarmac, nigga. Tarmac, you can't land. All right?
Because of that extreme heat that's coming.
So in the UK, they're telling people not to leave their homes unless it is necessary. So the British government held an emergency response meeting, and they issued their first ever red warning for extreme heat. Now, another headline here says, dangerous heat grips more than 40 million people in the US. So it pretty much seems like the world is on fire.
It remains hot and very dry in the west where those wildfires are burning. You get away from the water, temperatures in the 90s and even triple digits. Extreme to exceptional drought, the most intense form of drought, more record heat on the way for western locations, and once again in Texas. Tens of millions will have temperatures over the next few days above 95 degrees. In Texas, ERCOT asking customers to conserve electricity, and Climate Prediction Center showing no relief, Nora, in sight for at least the next couple of weeks.
I believe it is done by design, pushing people out of their homes, land grabbing, climate change, the Green New Deal. So many things can be pushed.
Now, temperatures will peak in France and Spain on Thursday as the heat wave that's gripping Europe spreads. It means more wildfires across the continent, burning thousands of hectares of land and forcing residents and tourists to leave. Scientists warn that heat waves have become more frequent, more intense and longer lasting because of climate change.
Some will even call it judgment by God, but I believe some of this is definitely man-made to push their narratives.
He sells a sword.
Europe was only just recovering from its last heat wave, but once again temperatures are soaring. And while these images may seem familiar, the fires are now spreading. France was warned that Bastille Day was going to look different this year, with traditional firework displays cancelled in some areas. Instead, water bombers filled up as they went to battle the wildfires. More than 1,000 hectares of land have already been destroyed, forcing residents and tourists to evacuate.
We see it on TV and we tell ourselves it will never happen to us, and then inevitably when it happens to us, it's a bit strange, especially the people shouting. It isn't reassuring. The smell of smoke and all that, it's scary.
So I just wanted to quickly highlight this because I thought it was very important, and this is a topic of discussion right now. So I want to know what you guys think about all of this
Want to know what I think? Let's get this real quick. Yosemite wildfire. I should have put 2020. 6 days ago. Yosemite's beloved sequoias threatened by wildfire. Yosemite wildfire, 6 days. So this is going on right now. Of course. Got a commercial. So Lucky, bear with me.
To the firefight in Yosemite now. More firefighters are heading to the Washburn fire. It started on Saturday and has burned more than 3,000 acres. The fire is 22% contained, but dry conditions are making for a very active battle. And tonight, ABC 10's Kurt Rivera has a closer look at the impact on the community that depends on the park and tourism to survive.
As smoke looms in the distance above Oakhurst, Michael,
that's right up the street,
Marley Wolf of Greenville, South Carolina, are on day 4 of their trip to Yosemite, getting a surprise when showing up.
As we got closer, I mean, it looked like a volcano was going off. And then, as we got closer, I realized it was a fire.
At the popular Southgate Brewing Company, the restaurant was filled mostly with locals. The outdoor seating area, normally packed, instead nearly empty.
We're still getting some tourism, but I would say it's the smoke and the fire, because nobody can enter, is definitely affecting it.
While the Madera County side of the Yosemite entrance is closed, Brooke Smith with Visit Yosemite emphasizes you can still get into the park.
3 entrances of the National Park remain open at this point. So
I work right in that area.
Here in Oakhurst, it's about a 20-minute detour, additional driving to reach Yosemite Valley through the other closest entrance.
At the historic Yosemite Mount Sugar Pine Railroad, the fire has put the train off track, depending on the weather. The railroad was closed for 2 days because of dangerous air quality. 500 to 700 cancellations here.
If it's over 150 AQI, we're not open.
The Barr family is visiting from Sydney, Australia, not bothered too much by the smoke.
Yeah, just drive around. That's the only real issue. I mean, obviously the smoke's blowing the other way, so where we're staying, it's still beautiful.
Blimey,
Mike! Fun. It's very hot though.
At the Sierra Sky Ranch Resort, there have been cancellations, but the general manager wants you to know they're open for business.
The rest of the park is open. The valley floor is open. So we encourage people still to come out.
All right. So, hey, this shit's burning up. Okay? Let's read that again in Sirach. There be spirits that are created for vengeance, which in their fury lay on sore strokes. In the time of their destruction, in the time of destruction. All right, you know what time we're in right now. They pour out their force and appease the wrath of him, the wrath of him that made them. Fire. That's all I'm looking for, fire. All right, let's get some more. Let's get we wrestle now. We wrestle. Ephesians 6 and 12. For we wrestle not against flesh and blood, but against principalities, against powers, and against rulers of the darkness of this world, against spiritual wickedness in high places. Okay? All right? There's one more I wanted to get. What was it? Oh. And we'll go ahead and close on this. If it be. Hold on. I forgot something. I forgot about this. All right, what about this? Let's go back real quick. Okay, could it be? All right, this is about spirits, right? Fire is a spirit, right? Well, what happened on the July 5th? Huh? Let's watch this bug out real quick. Let's see.
Ever since
Slovakia. I was looking for I was researching some material, and this bug out here, look at it. Talk about Ohm. The way he led this video off, I like that though. So let's play that. Let's see. When the bug out comes up, I'll stop it. Slovakia.
The restart of the Large Hadron Collider at CERN. The restart of the Large Hadron Collider at CERN, and put the 5th of July into your calendars, because this is the day when the Large Hadron Collider will start colliding particles at the highest energy we've ever done before.
One of CERN's goals is to recreate Jacob's Ladder and to reopen a portal that is said to have existed between Earth, Mars, Venus, and Saturn when the planets were in alignment many years ago. CERN are pretty sure that other dimensions do, and they're making it their goal to ensure that they open the portal for their use. Who knows? Out of this door might come something, or we might send something through it.
Spirits.
Now, prophecy in numerous parts of the Bible refer to a coming day when portals will be opened and spiritual entities are going.
And spiritual entities.
We might send something through it. Now, prophecy in numerous parts of the Bible refer to a coming day when portals will be opened and spiritual entities are going to pass through and come to the earth.
Okay, there's the bug out. All right, so I thought that was kind of interesting, that intro, before this dude came out and started that. So anyway, there's that. This thing opened back up. Okay. And you know what I noticed, because I was looking for the opening ceremony of CERN, right? Now, if you go back 10 years, right, when did they open this thing? Was it 2013? I believe it could be when they opened CERN, right? And the opening ceremony was for CERN, for the Large Hadron Collider, right? Now, if you go and you do a search right now for CERN, LHC, opening ceremony, you're not going to get nothing. But if you search for the Gotthard Tunnel in Switzerland, right, all of what used to be CERN information will come up. So what they've done is they have done an awesome and excellent job of expunging or erasing, if you will, anything that opening ceremony had to do with CERN. Much like going back and destroying the Georgia Guidestones, okay? They're trying to change the narrative now that this thing is going down. See, because the opening ceremony, what was back then, they were CERN this, CERN that. It was CERN, the LHC, Geneva, Switzerland. Now, they've separated the two and says, no, that's a Gotthard tunnel. That's a train tunnel. Has nothing to do with CERN. Okay? So let's watch this. Because this says CERN. This goes back, 6 years? This is RT. Okay, no, this is 2019. Okay. 2019. All right. It reads, CERN celebrates their grand opening. And we all knew. We that go back, 10, 12, 13 years, we know that this is CERN. Okay? We know it. So let's watch a little bit. Baphomet come out and do a little dance. See, they switched it all up. Look at this wickedness. Look at this wickedness. This is the grand opening for a tunnel? No. This goes directly back to CERN. Look at this. Okay. All right, now let's read a couple of these. Comments. Okay. Oh, thanks for sharing the true about the evil power. Da 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 da. This guy goes. This guy, Konstantin Radaya, says you didn't even get the event right. This is a year ago. You didn't even get the event right. This is from the opening of the Goddard Tunnel. And the reply says, the Goddard Tunnel is the CERN tunnel. It's one and the same. You have been deceived. Do you see what they're doing? You see this? So, Sarah Pritchard, she may know something. Okay? Because if you type in Goddard Tunnel opening ceremony, all right? Let's get that. Now watch all of the formerly CERN stuff come right up. Baphomet and all of it. See? Abstract performance to celebrate Switzerland's rail open. No. No. All of it. It says nothing about CERN. Nothing. I looked. All right. Oh, world's deepest train, da-da-da-da, train this, drain that. Nothing about CERN. Nothing. They expunged it. And we all know. See? Goddard. Now it's Goddard Tunnel. Used to be CERN. Openly. Okay? Nothing about CERN. But Goddard, yeah. So they're hiding it. This is what they do on the internet. They want this information. They separated it. Nothing about CERN. Oh, best of CERN. Open days 2 years ago. Goddard Base Tunnel opening ceremony. Here's a CERN. But they went back. Okay? And they separated the two. This is CERN. What is this doing at CERN? Shiva. Donated by India 7 years ago. I looked into that. They're not saying nothing. Strange opening ceremony at Goddard Tunnel. Look at just a little bit of this. Same thing. Let's see. Where's Baphomet? Where's Baffy? Right here. Look at that. But as for a train, I don't think so. Look at this. That's a portal. see that? That's a portal. They're bringing demons through a portal. Look at that. Look at this. That's for the train now. They switched it up. Look at this. That is not for a train. Look at the wickedness.
Je sais pas, mais regarde, il est mignon. Il est beau. Il est magnifique.
This guy says, doesn't this confirm CERN conspiracy? Now, which one is it?
Monsieur Solari, Monsieur Solari.
Some Demogorgon shit. Now, where does Demogorgon come from? Stranger Things. And what is Stranger Things about? CERN, not the fucking railway or train tunnel. Demogorgon comes right out of Stranger Things, which is dealing with a collider, a LHC. See how they're trying to hide this shit? All right, so anyway, back to spirits, back to that fire, okay? Could the fires in multiple countries have to do with spirits that came through, okay? And I'm not saying that it is. I'm saying that this shit is wicked, okay? And we're dealing with spirits, all right? Which is going to increase the closer we get to the end, okay? So, what was I going to get? I was going to get one more. Can't remember. So let's read this in the NIV, Ephesians 6:12. For our struggle is not against flesh and blood, but against the rulers, against the authorities, against the powers of this dark world, and against the spiritual forces of evil in the heavenly realms. Okay? Fire being one of those spirits of vengeance. All right? Well, that might be it because I can't bring the other one to mind. Is there anything else I wanted to bring up? Let's see. Let's look at Elon real quick. This is years ago. Let's watch this real quick.
If you're thinking about
because these devils, they know what it is.
A warning from Tesla Motors CEO Elon Musk. It is not.
Okay, so this is Bloomberg Quick Take, November 24th, 2014. Tesla's Elon Musk were summoning the demon with AI. Okay? What the hell? Summoning the demon. This nigga coming out and telling you. All right? Now he's famous. Was he famous in 2014? He could say shit like that and get away with it, but now
And a warning from Tesla Motors CEO Elon Musk. It has nothing to do with cars. Instead, Musk warns about artificial intelligence, which he has called more dangerous than nuclear weapons. Musk spoke at a symposium at MIT.
I mean, with artificial intelligence, we are summoning the demon. You know those stories where there's the guy with the pentagram and the holy water, and he's like, yeah, he's sure he can control the demon. Didn't work out.
I take it there will be no HAL 9000 going up to Mars.
HAL 9000 would be easy. It's way more complex than, I mean, to put HAL 9000 to shame. Yeah. Sounds like a puppy dog.
Of course, referencing Space Odyssey. Following his next question, Musk blanked out and apologized, saying he was thinking about the AI thing for a second. So engrossed was he in that idea.
Okay, so I remember what I wanted to get. Okay. The wildfires, right? That's what this thing is about. One last precept and we'll close. Who's coming to bring fire? This is Yahweh Shai, Luke 12 and 49. I am come to send fire on the earth. Fire is a spirit. And what will I if it be already kindled? All right, let's get that in the NIV. I've come to bring fire on earth, and how I wish it were already kindled. And I wish it were already burning. And would that it were already kindled. Okay, well, guess what? All right, according to Pedro, V, where's it at? It's cracking. The world is on fire. All right. Just a quick one.
Hey guys, Pedro V here. Now, video, I just want to talk about a few things regarding the heat, the wildfires, and things relating to that topic. Since a few headlines popped up, I thought I would just highlight it in this video and talk about it. Now, everyone has their own perspective on what they believe is going on.
Lean not unto your own understanding. It's a spiritual thing. It's a spiritual war. All right. All right, so with that, we're going to go ahead and close. Hopefully, you brothers and few sisters, the elect, were edified. With that, we can say shalom.